back. We have Lisa Fryman and Susan Ishmael here from the International Book Club. Thank you guys for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
We wanted to highlight your international book project going on because this is a nonprofit based here in Lexington that has been helping people around the world for 50 years. Now, Lisa, you're the executive director. Tell us a little bit about the mission.
Well, our mission is to collect and sort and ship donated books to anybody who asks us for them all around the world and within the United States. And so last year we celebrated our 50th anniversary. We shipped a record 400,000 books last year, and we're continuing to do so this year.
And how did you get started?
We got started, Harriet Van Meter lived in Lexington, and she went to India and saw people standing in line for books, and she came back and was inspired to call all her friends and have them bring her books, and from her basement she started packing them up and shipping them to India, and it grew and grew and grew in her house, and she bought a warehouse in the 1980s where we're located today still. And so since 1966, we've shipped over 6.5 million books.
That's amazing that this global organization started, in her basement, and now it's still based here in Lexington. Susan, tell us about some of the international programs that you have going on, some of the other countries that you're working with.
Well, I think there's 44 countries we normally ship to. We do small shipments, we do container-sized shipments. We do a lot of work. We work on basically all continents. And maybe not Antarctica. But otherwise, we ship all around the world, and it's been a wonderful project to be a part of.
Well, can you give us an example of a project happening right now that's part of your international program?
Well, we have a student at Montgomery County High School named Parker Polis came and sat down with Lisa and said she wanted to form her own service project, that other things people were doing didn't really fit with her interests, and so she wanted to collect books and, really in line with our mission from start to finish, collect, sort, and ship them herself. She's developed the partnerships with our partners in Ghana where these books are going, and books are just arriving on her doorstep in Mount Sterling now, where I think at this point there's over 3,100 books she's collected that have been delivered, pre-packed to Lisa at IBP, and I think she's on track to get 10,000 for the year. So,
and she's raised all the money, and we've been able to get matching funds for the money that she's been able to raise. So, from getting the books to sending them off on their way, this has been, her project all the way.
That's an impressive young woman, and you're collecting books from donations for all ages, right?
We are, from kindergarten all the way through graduate school, library books, textbooks, any books that are in good condition, we will ship. There are people who want them.
And you mentioned that you just celebrated the 50th anniversary of this program. What are you looking forward to in the future?
Well, we're in a really good position right now. Harriet Van Meter and her family left an endowment to sustain us that we've not really used, and now we're at that warehouse, in the same warehouse we've been in since the 80s, and we're about to undergo a major renovation of the warehouse, and that's really going to position us to do even more in the future.
That's great. Well, let us know, how can people get in touch with you, and how can they get involved with this organization?
There are lots of ways to get in touch with us. You can call us, you can show up on our doorstep. We have lots of volunteer opportunities for individuals, for school service groups, for church groups.
We'll put that information there up on your screen right now so you can see how to get in touch with you. So what are the options for volunteering?
We have work in the office, we have work in the warehouse, sorting books, packing books for shipments. Before our renovation, we are going to have to pack up all the books in our warehouse, and there are hundreds of thousands of them, and have them all packed and palletized to be put in storage while the construction is underway. So large groups of volunteers are what we need right now, especially.
That's great. Sounds like a wonderful organization. Thank you so much for coming in to talk to us.
Thank you for having us.
We'll be right back with your final check of weather.